Okay, let's prepare to start our class today. We're going to begin in Supta Baddha Konasana. Come to your back, bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Spread your knees wide on your mat. Empty out your lungs. Let's take a moment out just to arrive. So what I mean by arriving, leave the day behind, leave the last moment behind. Don't anticipate what will come next, not even in the next moment. On every inhale, let your rib cage expand out in all four directions. And on every exhale, let your knees fall a little bit wider open. Inhale, feel the rise of your chest. And as you exhale, let your spine weigh heavy into your mat. On your next inhale, seal your lips up and begin to cultivate that glorious Ujjayi breath, that loud oceanic internal breath by restricting the air at the back of your throat, allowing your inhales and your exhales to be the same length. Let us begin to set our intent for today's practice. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Everything is unfolding for the greater good. Everything is beneficial. So as you face challenging or difficult situations, lean into them and see what there is to learn about self, about others. See what you can take and expand and improve yourself. Stay connected to that intent. Stay connected to your breath. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Push your tailbone down into your mat. Feel that stretch in your lower lumbar spine. Make small circles. Rock side to side. On your next inhale, come to neutral. Squeeze your knees down into your chest. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the right side of your body. Gaze in the opposite direction. Supine twist. Keep your left shoulder onto your mat. Gaze over your left shoulder. Feel that stretch in the thoracic spine and the low back. Let your left knee fall closer to your right. Close your legs like a book. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the left side of your body. Gaze over your right shoulder. Supine twist. Feel that stretch on the right side of your low back. Right into your erectors. Feel your thoracic spine twist in the opposite direction. Stay connected to your intent. Everything is unfolding for the greater good. There's good in every situation. Draw your knees into your chest. Begin to gently rock and roll along your spine. Place your hands behind your knees. And find your way to tabletop position. Cross your legs, step back, drop into your knees. Come to a neutral spine. Create a straight line from the base of your cervical spine all the way back to your tailbone. Begin to shift your hips from side to side. Feel that stretch in the outer portions of your hips. And then slowly begin to add some cat-cows, maybe circular movements in the hips, the head, the neck, the shoulders. Begin to loosen up the spine, create some space. Release all the tension in the neck, the shoulders. Stay connected to your intent, stay connected to your breath. Come to a neutral spine. Your left hand is your base. Spread your left fingertips wide. Inhale, draw your right hand high. Reach your right hand high, gaze up towards your fingertips. And then exhale, thread the needle. Come to your right shoulder, your right ear. Shift your hips back. Feel free to take a half bind by letting your left hand fold behind your low back. On your next inhale, plant your left hand once more. Draw your right hand high. Exhale, release your right hand to your mat. Spread your fingertips on your right hand. Press down into the four corners of your hand. Inhale, draw your left hand high. Reach your left hand high. Take some of the weight out of your right. Soften your gaze upwards. Exhale, thread the needle. Come down to your left shoulder. Take the same expression as you did on the opposite side. Shift your hips back. Stay connected to your breath. Stay connected to your intent. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Inhale, plant your right hand, draw your left hand high once more. Exhale, plant your hands, curl your back toes, and come to high plank. Bring your hips to be parallel to your mat. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your elbows in and lower yourself all the way to your mat. Zip your legs up. Press your toes back towards the sound of my voice. Drive your toenails into your mat. Inhale for cobra. Little to no weight in your hands. Squeeze your low back. Let your glutes be loose. Exhale, curl your back toes, push your hips up and back, down low. Just a couple breaths here. If there's too much tension in the shoulders, the low back, or anywhere, feel free to drop down to your knees and take child's pose. Find some stillness, draw your belly button in. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. As you exhale, slowly begin to walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Reach for opposite elbow or opposite bicep. Ragdoll out. Bend your knees deep, let your chest yearn for your lap. Sway side to side. Shake your head out, yes, no. This is meant to be a spine release. Release your fingertips to your mat. Place your left hand at the center of your feet. Inhale, draw your right hand high. Shift the crown of your head forward. Take a slight bend in your left knee. Slowly straighten your right leg. Soften your gaze upwards. Exhale, release your right hand in between your feet. Inhale, draw your left hand high. Spiral your heart open towards the sound of my voice. Gaze up. This time, take a slight bend in your right knee. Slowly straighten your left leg. Exhale, release your left hand to your mat. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, slowly roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, with your head being the last to rise. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Let's seal in our intent with 3 breaths. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity, briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips high for Tadasana, mountain pose. Slowly blink open your eyes, root both of your feet, all 4 corners into your mat. Engage your quadriceps, feel your kneecaps, lift up your body. Draw your belly button in, tuck your tailbone in. Exhale, full fold, swan dive down. Let the crown of your head hang heavy. Let your forehead yearn for your kneecaps or your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Let those hamstrings open up. Inhale, rise back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Draw your arms out to the side. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, take a deep inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale, draw your belly button in. Exhale, release all the way to your belly. Inhale for cobra, a little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana. Nice. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale, draw your belly button in. Exhale, release to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back, high plank. Inhale, draw your belly button in. Exhale, release all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra, a little to no weight in your hands. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale for pigeon. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist. Bring your shin as close to parallel to the top of your mat as you can get. Gaze over your right shoulder back at your left heel to square your hips. And then exhale, fold forward. Feel that stretch in the outer portion of your right hip. Stay within the four corners of your mat. Stay in the present moment. If you feel your mind beginning to drift, just become aware of it and reel yourself back into the only moment that exists, the moment of now. Stay connected to your intent. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. If you feel any discomfort in your hip, just be with it. Breathe into it. Inhale, plant your hands. Exhale, curl your back toes. Push your hips up and back. Down dog. Take your counter stretch. Draw your right heel high. Let it fall to the left side of your body. Return your right foot to your mat. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale for pigeon. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Bring your shin as close to parallel to the top of your mat as you can get. This time, gaze over your left shoulder back at your right heel. And then exhale, fold forward. Notice any difference from side to side, no judgment, just observation. You may have more range of motion on one side. One side may feel more tense. No judgment. Send loving energy to every portion of your body. Begin to release the day, release the week. Let it all work out. Let it all fall onto your mat. Let it all go. Inhale, plant your hands, curl your back toes, down dog. Draw your left heel high, let it fall to the right side of your body. Return your left foot to your mat. Inhale yourself to high plank. And then exhale, release yourself all the way to your belly. Reach your right hand out, right hand connected to the ground. And then reach your left hand in the opposite direction, left hand connected to the ground. Inhale, lift your left leg and turn to your right ear. Let your left leg fall towards your right hand for prone twist. Feel that nice stretch in the low back and the right shoulder. Feel free to fold your left arm behind your back if you like. Exhale, release your left leg to your mat. Release your left hand back to your mat. Inhale, draw your right heel high and let your right foot fall towards your left hand for prone twist. Exhale, release your right leg to your mat. Release your hands to your side, palms facing up. Belly down, Shavasana. Release your left ear to your mat. Inhale, plant your hands. Exhale, bring your forehead to face down. Inhale, curl both of your legs, capture your instep. Kick into the palm of your hand for bow pose. Exhale for belly down Shavasana. Release your right ear to your mat. Inhale, plant your hands. Exhale, bring your forehead to face down. Inhale, push yourself up to tabletop position. Beginning to take a few cat-cows here. Reawaken the spine. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. And as you exhale, release your hands from your mat. Come to standing on your knees. Place your hands on the smalls of your back. Gaze up for camel pose. Create an imaginary line along the ceiling. If you can go back far enough where you can see where the back wall meets the floor, feel free to release your hands to your heels, to your ankles. Inhale, slowly return to neutral. As you exhale, sit your hips back into your heels. Place your right hand on your heart, your left hand onto your belly. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, shift your feet off to the left or right, out long in front of you. Inhale, reach your fingertips high for seated Tadasana. Exhale for seated fold. Find some vinyasa in your seated fold. On every inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. On every exhale, fold deeper into this pose. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, fold. Take one more inhale, lengthen as much as you can through the crown. Exhale, let your chest melt into your lap. On your next exhale, roll flat on your back. One vertebra at a time, with your head being the last to connect. Bend your knees, plant your feet flat into your mat. Inhale for bridge, shift your hips high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, release one vertebra at a time. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest And reach for the bottoms of your feet for happy baby. Draw your knees down into your armpits. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze yourself into a tiny, tiny ball. And then exhale, release for your final pose, Shavasana. Take up some space on your mat. We'll take a 2-minute Shavasana here. That will begin with the sound of 3 chimes and end with the sound of 3 chimes. We'll take a nice meditation while in Shavasana. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, fill up to capacity. Briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Let your breath come on its own. We'll begin our meditation with the sound of 3 chimes and end with the sound of 3 chimes. If you become distracted by any outside sounds, sensations in the body, or thoughts, simply acknowledge them, then gently ease back into the breath. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. As you observe your breath, allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to be a witness to everything, everyone around you. Allowing your breath to come and go like a gentle wave. Allowing problems and issues to come and go like gentle waves. It is all working out for the greater good. Begin to generate love and gratitude for all that this experience called life offers us. An opportunity to love, an opportunity to forgive, begin to make some small movements with your fingertips and maybe some small movements with your toes. Smaller movements becoming larger and larger. Circular movements with the wrists, the ankles. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips behind you and roll onto the right side of your body in the fetal position. Use your right arm as a pillow. We begin today's session setting our intent. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Now we find ourselves here in the fetal position in recognition of a new birth. in recognition of what every moment brings. Every moment brings you the opportunity to see the world differently. The opportunity to see a problem as a challenge. The opportunity for you to stop resisting. Place your left hand into the earth, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's end our practice today with 3 community breaths. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity and hold at the top. Take in as much air as you can and just hold it. Open mouth, exhale. Let your breath come on its own. I thank you for sharing your mat with me today, allowing time to create space in mind and body, allowing time for things to work out for the greater good, allowing time to see the good in every situation. As we lift our hands to our third eye center, the seat of the Supreme Self, the light in me honors the light in you. We bow our heads. Namaste. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us for another gentle yoga session. Have a happy Wednesday. See you guys next week. Have a great day.